Maharaji was initiated by Swami Shankaranandaji, the 7th President of the Order in 1961. He joined the monastery at Belur Math in 1965 and completed his monastic training, parallel also being actively involved in serving the mankind. His life at Sarvadevananda, a major educational and technical training institution in Kolkata, allowed him to gain knowledge on the Vedantic spiritual values as part of the high school and university level curriculum. In 1993, Swamiji was posted to the Vedanta Society of Southern California in Hollywood, where he served as assistant minister until 2012. When his predecessor Swami Sarvadevananda passed away in October 2012, he became the minister and spiritual leader of the Vedanta Society. He represents the society as a delegate on the Inter-Religious Council of Southern California and the Hindu Catholic and Hindu Episcopal Dialogue of Los Angeles, and serves as one of the directors of the Hindu Student Organization at USC. Welcoming our Maharaji, Swami Sarvadevananda in the glory of human birth. Think about life. Think about life and all it means. It's about faith and following your dreams. Happiness comes in every case of life and love and sweet, pure bliss. Giving us something to think of, remember those days when you were a child. The world was a better place and never changed. There was love in every smile, and plans were never rearranged. So you are a kid, and one day you are an adult. That doesn't mean that there is nothing beautiful left to see. The facts of life aren't your fault, and life can be anything you want it to be. In the circle of life, there are some hard choices. Just remember your dreams and remember loving voices. Maybe then you will see life isn't always what it seems. It's not the torture of sorrow that comes with every day. It's the joy of a new tomorrow and the happiness that will come to stay. Think about life and all it means. It's about faith and following your dreams. Before we start with the talk, on an important note, to be involved in the activities of Cleveland Vedanta Society, as well as to attend the future discourses, please fill out the sign-up sheet that will be passed around maybe, or it could be set up at the back of the room, and we will make sure you receive the information. Just include your phone number as well as the email addresses, because sometimes we often have difficulty in reading the email. So if the phone number is there, it's easy to contact people. For more information about our programs and upcoming events, please visit our website, vedantacleveland.org, or even facebook.com/vedantacleveland. I would now welcome Radhadi on the stage and Stephen as well to start the devotional songs. Radhadi.
Welcome everyone. So we are going to start today with a poetry that has been written by Swami Vivekananda. It's a very famous song, but we are going to, it's Khandana Bhava, which is one of the very traditional R&B songs. But we are going to read the English translation of it, and then we will have a sloka followed by that. So here is the English verse of Khandana Bhava Bandhana song. breaker of the world's chain. We adore thee, whom all men love, spotless, taking man's form. O purifier, thou art above the gunas three. Knowledge divine, not flesh, thou whom the cosmos wears, a diamond at its heart. Let us look deep in thy eyes, they are bright with the wisdom of God, that can wake us from Maya's spell. Let us hold fast to thy feet, treading the waves of the world to safety. O drunk with love, God-drunken lover, in thee all paths of yogas meet. Lord of the worlds, thou art ours, who wert born a child of our time, easy of access to us. O merciful, if we take any hold upon God in our prayer, it is by thy grace alone, since all thine austerities were practiced for our sake. How great was thy sacrifice, freely choosing thy birth, in this prison, our iron age, to unchain us and set us free.
Perfect,
Whom lust could not taint, nor passion, nor gold draw near. O Master of all who renounce, fill our hearts full of love for thee. Thou hast finished with fear and with doubt, standing firm in the vision of God, refuge to all who have cast fame, fortune, and friends away. Without question, thou shelterest us, and the world's great sea in its wrath seems shrunk to the puddle that fills a hoof print in the clay. Speech cannot hold thee, nor mind, yet without thee we think not
nor speak.
Love, who art partial to none, we are equal before thy Son. Taker away of our pain, we salute thee, though we are blind. Come to the heart's black cave and illumine, thou light of the light. And we are going to be following this with the Ramakrishna Stotram. I'll be doing the Sanskrit verse, and then Stephen will come and read the English part of it. Om Ring Ritam Tamachalo Gunajit Guneda Natam Divam Shakarunan Tabapadapedmam.
Thou art the Supreme Being, indicated by the mystic sounds Om and Hrim. Thou art the truth immutable, who is beyond the sway of the gunas, yet thy glory do the gunas proclaim.
Mohan Kashan Bahukritan Nabhaje Jatohan Tashmatameva Sharanam Mavadina Bandhu.
Day and night I have failed to worship thy delusion-destroying delusion-destroying feet, with a longing heart and firm determination. Therefore, thou art my sole refuge, O friend of the lowly and the lost.
Bhakti Bhagascha Bhajanan Bhavabheda Kari Gachantam Shubhipulan Gamanaya Tattvam.
Devotion, aspiration, and worship, all breakers of worldly bondage, are indeed sufficient to take one to the supreme truth.
Bhaktarodritopi hridaye nachabhati kinchit tashmatameva sharanam mamadina bandhu.
While I talk much of these, my heart fails to reflect them, even in the least. Therefore, thou art my sole refuge, O friend of the lowly and the lost.
Tejas taranti tarasha tvavitrit Krishna ragam krite ritapate tvavirama Krishna.
Those who have found the fulfillment of all their desires in thee and developed loving attachment to thee, O Ramakrishna, the apostle of truth and righteousness, they soon overcome the heat of the passions of the heart.
Maritan mamritan tavapadan marano minashan tashmatamev sharanam davavina bandhu.
Thy name is in sooth an immortal drink to thy devotees, a veritable dispeller of the waves of death. Therefore, thou art my sole refuge, O friend of the lowly and the lost.
Krityam karoti kalushan kuhakanta kari shantyangam shubhimalat tavanamanatham.
Lord, holy and sanctifying is thy name, ending with Shna, destroying delusion in all and transforming sinners into saints.
Yasmadaham sharano jagadeka gamya tashmatamev sharanam mamadina bandhu.
I am verily without any other shelter, O thou, the goal of all the worlds. Therefore, thou art my sole refuge, O friend of the lowly and the lost.
Om sthapakayascha dharmasya sarvadharma sarupine avadara garishnaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha.
O Ramakrishna, founder of religion universal, and the embodiment of all world religions, to thee, the noblest of divine incarnations, I offer my salutations.
Om
Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Namo Namaha.
Om Shri Bhagavate
Ramakrishnaya
te namaha.
Om Namah Shri Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Namo Namaha.
Thank you. Continue on. We all would like to invite Swamiji on the stage now and wait for his talk and educating us on the glory of human birth.
वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविर्मैधि वेदस्य महानिष्ठा श्रुतं मे मा प्रभासि अनेना पीठेनाहुरत्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्माम् अवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु भक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Om. May my speech be fixed in my mind. May my mind be established in my speech. O self-manifested Atman, do thou manifest thyself unto me. O my mind and speech, may ye be fit to reveal to me the supreme knowledge. May I not forget what I have heard, without forgetting what I have learned. May I be able to study day and night. The right will I speak, the truth will I speak. May Brahman, the absolute consciousness and bliss, protect me. May Brahman protect the preceptor. May Brahman protect us all. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. I am extremely happy to be here today to the Cleveland group of devotees and admirers and friends to talk about the glory of human birth. Human life is really an opportunity anyhow, we are not a big gathering, we can hear each other. So, this human birth is a rare privilege, God's special gift. In the Hindu tradition, it is believed that after a series of our births in different bodies, we are fortunate to get this human body. That's good. Yes, we are really fortunate to have this human birth. In the beautiful text written by Shankaracharya, the founder of Advaita Vedanta philosophy, the experience of the sages which have been expounded in different ways in the Vedas and the Upanishads, Shankaracharya established that with logic and strong grounding. He mentioned that okay, let me hold. Said, okay, it will be okay. Whatever comes, okay. You can increase little volume so that it will
The
catch.
volume is okay, yeah. People can hear it.
So he has mentioned that this life is very precious. He said that Jantunang Narajanma Durlabham. Among the life of many births in the lower bodies, like the animals and plants and animals and insects, human body is a blessed opportunity. And it is very rare. Durlabham means very rare. And then to have a human body and then to attain the characteristics of noble characteristics, that is very rare. And then even having noble characteristics, to study the ancient wisdom which releases one from the bondage of birth and death, that is rare. And then he goes on following the traditional path of realizing the truth, that is very rare. And then following the path, one attains the illumination, the knowledge, the wisdom, that is very, very rare, because ultimately understanding what is eternal and what is non-eternal, what is permanent and what is non-permanent, understanding that, and understanding that reality which stands behind this ephemeral nature of the world, that undying truth which is at the background of our very existence, when one realizes that I am that cosmic reality, not as a body, not as a limited mind, but I, my real I, is one with the cosmos, with the entire universe, the stars and galaxies and all the infinite manifestations in the material plane is only a speck of my infinite glory. And to know that glory, what can be more than that? That is the highest achievement. That is the target. And that person who has known that, who realized that, he has achieved and attained the goal of life. And they are established in the glory of this human birth. It is to be understood, as I have said, that this human birth, if we analyze, as we see, human birth is very rare. We believe in Hindus, and Buddhists and Jains and Sikhs believe in the reincarnation. In Christianity also it was reincarnation, but afterwards it was not talked about that. You go to the Gnostic gospel and other things, you can find a similar tone. What we're talking in the Vedanta, it's perfectly, that tone is there. But anyhow, that is not the point of discussion. Question is that we believe in rebirth. And we believe, even in human nature, we see, in the same family, there may be few children. We find that each nature is different. It can be described because of the genes. But that does not explain much. But then you have to go deeper into something basic. And the sages of India have found out that there is behind that is the karma and the impressions. And that impressions are carried from one birth to another birth. Even an example, simple example. We live in the body. We are starting from the human to understand what has happened in my subhuman state. We, in this body, we are creating karma. We are moving towards our life, our expectations, our hopes and aspirations. And we are moving. And when we are accumulating every day some impression in our mind, it goes to the subconscious. Anything we see, we hear, we understand. That experience is not momentary. That experience actually leads to a memory, and memory goes into the subconscious. And when similar circumstances we face, that memory comes up. So, according to the ancient psychologist Patanjali, this life is a summation of all the experiences, and we carry those impressions, like in our computer. What you do, anything comes to the computer, you can delete, but it goes to somewhere else. And you can delete from there, but it goes somewhere else. And suppose you use the computer quite long time, and you see that this computer is not working. You need a new model of computer. So before rejecting this, you already plan that I will have another computer. The rebirth is like that. This body is a computer, and we are using for information intake, outtake, and all this fun and enjoyment what computer can give. And then we find that it is no more functioning. His heart is not working well, its eyes are not becoming brighter, rather dim, hearing is going down. So looking at all these things, you think that this body is no more functioning. This is to be deleted, rejected. But when we plan to reject, it is human mind. Before that we plan, what will be next model I want to purchase. So rebirth theory tells us that when we live in this life, and when we are tired with these experiences, and this body does not help me anymore to have my experiences, then what do? I select another model in my plan. It is not purchased yet. But suppose this is rejected. Sometimes the car is not functioning. It is to be rejected. So you give up that body. But what happens? You get a new model of computer, and what happens now? You have rejected the old model. But with a new model, what you do? You bring all the data. You don't give up the data there. You put it into the new computer. Isn't it? So this is the rebirth theory. It comes from the old stock. All the accumulated experiences of good and bad, happiness and misery, all the experiences which has gone to the subconscious, and that is in technical term we call samskaras, impressions, they get hidden into the subconscious, and that you transfer into the new body. This is going on, one body to the other body to the other body, but the same old hard disk material is being transferred to another body. So we are carrying the infinite experiences behind our present state. So what happens? That we have traveled a long distance in the journey. Where we are going, we do not know. Rabindranath Tagore says, beautiful, the Bengali mystic poet, and he said that as the stream flows from the mountain top and moves in all directions, and if you ask, it is moving rapidly down, where does it go? You ask, you say, I'm busy, I'm not trying to say anything. So our life is like that. And we are rushing towards something which you do not know. Why we are rushing? What is the game? What shall I lose? Let me stop. Let me think a moment. No time for meditation, no time for sleeping, no time for anything else. Run. Tagore says, Jharna jamon bahire jay, jane na se kahare chay, তেমনি করে বেলেন জীবন ধারাবে সে তো আজকে নয় কবে আমি বাহির হলেন তোমার পথ চেয়ে. Beautifully he has explained what we are talking about. I do not know why I am busy. Let us look. When we are babies, we are playing with the toys. We are happy with that. And one toy goes with another toy. Then we come to adulthood. Now toys are there, computers and all games and this and that. It is so interesting, I don't want to study even. But this goes on. But no one questions why, what for I am busy with this. Then comes our adulthood, then comes our mature age, then comes our old age like us, when the years are giving up, teeth is falling down, eyes are becoming weaker. So this is the way, and then we are nearing to the call of the departure, and exit call. But what for this? What we are aiming? Tagore says that we are running to reach you. Jharna, that's the example of the flow of the water from the mountain top. Stream flowing in all directions, running and rushing for hundreds of miles from the starting point in the mountain top till it reaches the ocean. It goes on. Its journey ends when it reaches the ocean of bliss, the ocean of peace, which that stream is also the same water, but it was separated and it is rushing to reach that goal. And when you reach that, you feel you have attained. What is the name of this stream? Before that, the stream may be, suppose, many rivers reaching the ocean. Before that, you can say, my name is Ganga, holy Ganges. I am Kaveri, or here in Mississippi, or you name different rivers, American river, this river, that river. But when you reach the ocean, what is your name? I am no more American river, I am no more Mississippi. What am I? I am ocean. I am infinite. I am beginningless, endless, unfathomable, nothing to lose. I am eternal. Similarly, Tagore gives, he's a beautiful poet, so wonderful in his expression. He said, Pushpo jamon ফুলের লাগি আলোর লাগি না জেনে রাত কাটায় জাগি. This is flower. Whole night is waiting. Waiting for whom? Does not know. He's waiting all night. So that morning sun will come and touch, his rays will touch and it will unfold. He does not know. He wants a touch of the divine to unfold what is within. Fullest manifestation. So that is the way we are all running, but we even know why we are moving in this life journey. And not this human life only. But we have started our journey in the micro level, in the level of microbes, ants, plants, subhuman. And we are going to the human experience. It is a continuous experience. Our scriptures say that the glory of this life is to understand that we are not limited. Though we appear to be limited in our mental ability, in our intellectual ability, we may be limited, but really we are infinite. The Upanishad declares, no, this beautiful verse, Shrinnantu Vishve Amritasya Putraha Aje Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahumetan Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasha Parastva. Ye listen, people, here or in the heavens, angels and gods, listen, I have realized that truth, which is beyond all darkness and ignorance. And that is the immortality. I have reached that immortality. I know that, and you also can attain that. This is the greatness, the glory of human personality, that though we are limited, we have the potentiality to unfold and reach that bliss, that joy, endless joy, unfathomable joy, that bliss which has no boundary. And that can be felt in every pore of the body. It's called the pratibodha viditam. It can be experienced. So, this human birth is really, really an opportunity to reach that absolute, limitless joy. But why it is special? Why we are talking about human? Don't you see in the lower animals more love than humans? Human love, affectionate love. Pets are much more reliable than human friends. They never betray, they never leave you. Sometimes friends may leave you, but they are very dear. But why are you saying that human birth is so glorious? Glorious from this perspective. When I was born in a bacteria, I only survived. I survived my life. I am trying how to survive in the environment and not to die. And then I died. That life, that experience is over. Then we went to another life, endless, no? In the creation, how much is there? Hindus believe, they say 8.4 millions of births only. After that you get a human birth. Birth means so many, what you call, species. And you look at that, I do not know biologically that can be counted like that. But I can't disagree. Even in one particular life of cat body, how many varieties of cat bodies are there? How many dog bodies are there? Correct. So we experience this body, that body, how it can give me joy, that can give me fun, and we experimented, and came to the human birth. So to have this human birth is an opportunity. Why? Here, our mind is more potentially to manifest is here more. Opportunity is better than that of the previous lives which I have passed through. We are not thinking that they are bad, but the question is that potentially, suppose a human mind can think of the infinite, can look at the sky, says go to the primitive people who live in the Stone Age, even they, when the hurricane comes, storm comes, thunderbolt, they used to look at the sky and say, horrified. They used to think, what is happening? Why this? This question comes in human mind. I do not know, it may come in some human, but they can question and die. But human potentiality is that they can question, what is that behind this thunderbolt? What is behind this storm? Who is standing behind? That's why you find that in ancient time, the Hindus used to worship gods and goddesses behind each natural forces. Sun, behind the sun, they call Aditya Purusha. Behind the rain, Varuna, Devata, the divine God. Behind the rain, fire, Agni Devata. In everything in nature, they try to find out there is some power, some tremendous force, energy working. This question comes in a human mind. And not only it comes, human mind can probe into it. That is the way this religion started. Swami Vivekananda, who came here in 1893 in the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago. He said that all religion started with fear. So first was fear. Shall I be crushed? Shall I die? Shall I end here? Or I can survive. Vivekananda said, why this cry for survival? Why no one wants to die? Tagore said, Morite chahina ami sundara bhuvane. I don't want to die in this material world. I want to enjoy the bliss of the nature. To everything, wherever there is beauty, I want to enjoy and experience that. This is the cry of reaching the infinite. And no one is satisfied with any limited joy. Look at us, our life. If someone gets a job of 50,000, he'll be happy because he has not got it. But 50,000, after 1 month, 2 months, if he finds another opportunity, 60, he gives up, runs for 60. Then go 70, 80, 100. You go to the CEOs, I know, they say 300,000, 400,000. They stop? No, 5. If they can get a bonus of 500,000, that's okay, but little more is good. So what is the call? What is the call from within? Why hankering for more? And that endless call goes on, continues and continues. And we, human beings, can find ways and means to cross the hurdles of life and reach somewhere where one can be perfectly in peace and perfectly say, I have achieved what is to be achieved. I don't care for anything more. There is the culmination, which you call God realization. What you call knowing yourself. Who are you? That is the culmination. So why human life is so precious comes here. That we are infinite by our divine nature. But we wanted to test how this life can be enjoyed. We went to the microbe life. We went to the life of a little plant, ant, animal, beast. All these experiences. We even imagine, oh, how see the birds and how free. Bird life was not free. When we are in bird life, we have to fight with the nature. Storm, wind, snow, where is food, how to get it, and survival of the fittest, survival of the loudest. So we survived all those experiences and died again, bodily death, but mind still continues and changes into another hard disk, goes to another computer. And then we ultimately, going through all these experiences, being dissatisfied, we have come into the human birth. And in human birth, we are not in the same level. Some may have 100 births, 1,000 births before. That's why we get refined. That's why we find some people are in human body, looks like a human, but they're more than brutes. Worse than animals. Mean than any of the vilest people in the vilest animals in the world. That's what we call is fresh from the forest. Or once Swami used to say, seeing such people of that nature, fresh from the forest, means last life was just a tiger or some mean animal, and just he got a new frame. His body is like human, but all instincts of the nasty instincts. So, why human birth is glorious? Again, I am emphasizing, in those births we have our mind also, we have our intellect, we have ego. You look at that, anyone, a crawling one going in this direction, you stop. And you see, it should stop and then turn around. No? There is a force working. He wants freedom. He does not want that you should stop him going that way. But expression very limited. Suppose in the tree, if the one, you see, many trees side by side, and you look at that, each one is fighting how to get the sunlight. How the branch is turning this way, that way. You are not going to turn them, hey, come this way and come that way. But they are doing themselves. This is the call to reach freedom. Swami Vivekananda says, freedom is the song of the soul. We are all struggling for freedom. And freedom is another name of God realization. Absolute freedom. No one can take away your own potential divine power. So, in other life, Though there is a tendency, there is a mind, and mind is manifesting one higher and higher degrees in different lives. But here in human being, as I have said, people can try to avoid suffering, death, etc. But at the same time, he can confront the problems of life and face the challenges of life and can say, yes, I saw this, but is there anything I can reach more? Can I know? Can I understand secrets? What is happening in the distant stars? Can I go to the subatomic particle? Break, go to the atom, molecule, atom, and go down to Higgs boson particle and go find what is behind it. It is the human mind can find that. That's the glory of human birth, that we can manifest we can sharpen our mind, we can sharpen our intellect, sharpen our all ego, purify our ego, and manifest greater and greater and greater truth which is hidden, which the other life there is impediment in that. Therefore, this human birth is very rare. And in this life, we can know what is in the external nature, what is behind the trees, plants, stars, galaxies. We can know what is behind this material object in the universe, how tremendous energy is functioning behind one molecule, one particle, that tremendous energy, and the tremendous energy in the stars and galaxies. We can know, we can measure, we can calculate. This is the purification of the mind, sharpening of the mind, which the human body can give you. See this, any small young boy or girl gets into the school. What is that training? Training to sharpen the mind, opening the mind, so that they can cultivate that mind to explore in whatever direction. You go to the universities, so many courses are being taught. They can sharpen their understanding, they can deepen their knowledge in a particular trend if they wish. But this is the glory that which others are deprived of. Suppose in any cat body, dog body, if they have some higher questioning, but there is no tool that they can learn that and they can transcend the limitations. But in the human mind, Swami Vivekananda said that we have the potential power. And he defined that each soul is potentially divine. Beautiful statement. Each soul is potentially divine. You, me, everyone, potentially divine. But potential divinity does not mean anything because unless it is manifested. How do we know there is something? So Swami Vivekananda says, this potentially divine, the goal is to manifest this divine within, that is the glory of human birth. How you can manifest more and more, brighter and brighter and brighter manifestation. And do this either by controlling nature. You can do two ways. That's why ancient wisdom gives us the science of material science and the science of supreme knowledge. So they said, you can, by controlling nature, external and internal. What is the external nature? External nature is the whatever we see outside, physics, chemistry, math, and all this astronomy, all these sciences are trying to find out what is in the external. And by internal, and trying to dive deep into the core of our being, what is within, and what is the power behind what is the consciousness which is helping me to see, to hear, to understand. So you can go deeply inside. So Swami Vivekananda says, by controlling or mastering the nature, external nature and internal nature, this is the glory of human birth. One can really master both external and internal. And Upanishad in our ancient time, the sages have emphasized both sides. That's why they said, Dve vidye veditavye parachaiva aparacha. Our ancient sages emphasize that your human glory you can manifest to the material science and excel whatever you can find to the experimentation with the tools, with the external tools. But here is one tool another, only one tool, that's the mind tool. And then you can probe into the inner realm of your personality, your body, your mind, your littleness, your pettiness, dive deep, and get to the para, the supreme knowledge. What is the para? The supreme knowledge. The scriptures, Upanishads have declared, Yaya tadaksharam udhigamyate, by which you can attain to that akshar. Akshar means imperishable. Is there any imperishable thing? We do not see anything imperishable. This table is not imperishable. One day it will be crumbled into dust. This human body is not imperishable. Body will die one day. Everyone is dying maybe 100 years. Now life has extended maybe 110 years. But it will die. So what is that? Imperishable, unchangeable, absolute. That is the Paravidya. So, by controlling nature, external and internal. And how can you do it? Do it in whatever ways you want. By your selfless work, by philosophical discussion, understanding, by meditation, by devotion, whatever way, and be free. This is the whole of religion. So he says the human personality can reach up to this flight, total mastery over the whole universe. You know the story, total mastery of the whole universe, what can be done? There is one Alexander went to visit India after conquering India. Then he went to ask, what is the special thing of this country, India? So somebody took him to Himalayas and found that one monk, nothing in position, bare body, smearing the body with the ashes, and just lying in a rock, half naked, with a little kopinam, lying cloth. And when he asked, Sir, will you please come to my palace? I will keep you with honor, because he is a wise man. He said, why are you bothering me? See the power. He's talking to the emperor, Alexander, and saying that, why are you bothering me? Then he said, I am enjoying the sunbath. Get out of my way. And he got really mad. He took out his sword and said, do you know who you are talking to? I can chop your head now. And that old, penniless beggar, nothing in possession, not even a cloth in the body, you don't know what food he will eat next moment. There is no house, sky thy roof, grass thy bed. And that man said, you kill me? You are the greatest liar. You kill me? The sword cannot cut me. The fire cannot burn me. The water cannot soak me. And really, Alexander was astounded. What power is this? That is the crowning glory of human birth. You are fearless. Nothing can give you, nothing can dominate over you. You reach that light which is within and touch that ground, and you see, you are so big. What sword will be there to cut you? If infinite, you are infinite. But there is a potentiality in human birth. We can do everything. That's why Swami Vivekananda used to talk to the younger people who are college and school-going students. Is to say, believe in you is divine. Believe infinite power is lurking behind you. Try to manifest it in whatever way you like to manifest. In your sport, in your music, in your singing, in your dancing, in your science exploration, wherever there is infinite potential, manifest and manifest and manifest. And that is the glory of human being. Everyone, we have the potential power to be what we want. There may be hurdles, there may be obstacles, and human personality has the power to overcome that personality. 1,000 deaths may come, but we gain the strength to overcome that death, that obstacle. And that we are all doing, consciously or unconsciously. Let us look who are mature people here. So how many hurdles came in our life from our childhood till today? Yes, we are depressed sometimes, we are down sometimes. But human glory is that there is a means and ways to get out. And we have done that so far. And will do till we end. But we have to learn how to do it very scientifically. That's why we go to such people who can help us. That's why for external manifestation, we go to schools and colleges to our teachers. We go to a dancing teacher to learn dancing, to manifest what is myself. You know, no teacher gives anything to student excepting some information. Swami Vivekananda said, what is the function of an educator? A teacher's work is what? Like, teacher is like a gardener. What the gardener does, you plant something, a seed, the gardener does not pull the seed every day to make it long and big. What it does, it makes the ground ready, clean. A student to create an environment, healthy environment, take out the weeds, bad friends, bad association, take out that weeds. Teacher should help in that way, mom and dad should help in that way. And then put fertilizer, put so that the other obstacles of the sun rays fall there, so that you can. But what happens? Swami Vivekananda said, give some water to the plant. Create a fence towards the beginning. Don't go to bad association. You will lose. You become a tree first. So to protect for the beginning, they give a fence. They take out the weeds, put fertilizer, put water. Congenial situation. But teacher does not do anything excepting this assistance. The seed will have to grow out of its own. The plant will grow out of it. Plant will have to assimilate its life force from the fertilizer, from the water, and from the fence and protection. If I don't want to take, how much fertilizer you put, it is meaningless. How much water you pour, meaningless. How much fence you give, I will resent with you. But when this is taken care of and the plant grows into a beautiful tree and then flowers and fruits come, then this tree, you can tie one elephant in that tree. So this is the teacher's job. So this is the physical teachers are doing in lab, in our institutions, in our colleges and schools, in every place. This is external science. But for spiritual science also, you need to have a teacher. And the teacher will only can help you, but you are to manifest your divinity. So human glory is this birth giving us an opportunity to know the secrets of the universe. What is there in any phase, anything we see around, we always question, what is this, what is that? Of course, nowadays our Siri has become the teacher. You can go to Google search and you can get everything. Huh? But that is an information. But you can take that information, but put it in your brain. Nowadays nobody puts it to the brain. They keep it there in with the Siri. Again call, hello. And Siri will respond. But real knowledge is here. Real knowledge is not in books and other areas. So in spirit now we can mature from material level to attain this highest level, one becoming a noble laureate, one becoming knowing so many sciences. These are the potentiality which a cat body, dog body, elephant body, chimpanzee body, monkey body, nobody can give that opportunity. That's why glory is that it can explore the potential thing which is unknown and unseen to us. But it does not end there. Even you achieve the highest in material plane, that is momentary. You will have to leave everything here. Next comes the higher question. What if yenaham namritasyam tenaham kena kuryam? In the Jaggavalka, there's an ancient sage. He was a householder. Sages and householder, don't think all are monks. They are householders. Ancient time, you go through the experience of life. Student life, married life, retired life, then life of total detachment and go for God only. In one lifetime, you finish the journey. That is the glory of human birth. You attain your fullest manifestation in physical world, you attain name, fame, power, position, money, your wife, children, husband, and have experienced all these things. See what this achievement means. Ultimately, it is momentary. It is not permanent. When I die, all my education and all my certificates and all my prize which we got and we kept in our room with this prize this year, that prize that year, excellence, all will stay here. I cannot take even one hair of me with me. But the question of money, no bank balance. Nothing can be carried over there. But the impression may go on, as I said, that the impression of the mind can go on, but I cannot carry anything physical. So this material development is good. We need it first. But that is not the end of human glory. Then he said, what I can carry with me, which no one can steal. No thief can come there. No burglar can touch that. No material force can destroy that. No atomic bomb can lose that. What is that? That is the spiritual science which is coming. And what is spiritual science? Spiritual science is realization of the divine, realization of the truth. Who am I? And what is this universe? What is my connection with this? It's a very real question, and it's a profound question. And this ultimately, the ancient sages and all saints of all religions, they have found out this truth. They see, that's why they see the infinite light. The visions of all the saints of the world, you look at that. When they get that vision, it's a transcendental experience, they call. Why transcendental? Because this physical eye cannot see them. Eyes has limitation. With the telescope also has limitation. You go to the Hubble telescope, it is not getting everything now. Even Hubble telescope getting one ray of light coming 1 billion years ago, some star has moved and that ray is coming over here. What do you think of the material plane, infinity? What is infinity? What concept we can carry? And that transcendental experience can be experienced here and now. How? Now we have to move in another direction. I have seen all the material development and I have succeeded in that, but it is not satisfying me. I need something more, something of eternal nature, something of the perpetual nature. And where is that? Let me explore. Then what will you do? As you want to study physics, you don't go to the Macy's shop to find a teacher there. You go to the university. You go to find out who is a good teacher. So similarly, to know this philosophy, which is so finer and the finest, Anoloniyan Mahato Mahiyan Atma Sajanto Nihito Ghayam. Anoloniyan, the truth is finer than the finest, even finer than the Higgs boson particle. Mahato Mahiyan. You go to the galaxies. Billions and trillions of galaxies. It is faster than that. See, that is the truth. Which is finer than the finest, greater than. What is that thing? Finer than the finest, greater than the greatest. Who abides in everything, which is beyond all time, space, condition. What is that? Is it achievable, understandable? So you go to a teacher. Who will be a student? Student will say that Swami, the student will say, beautiful, I am quoting from Shankara. He says, he will then go to a teacher, and teacher asks Swami, sir, namaste nataluka bandho. I salute you, sir. You are the ocean, karunya sindhu patitam bhavabdu. You are the ocean of mercy and grace, and I have fallen into the ocean of worldliness. Vedam, I am thinking I got all my achievements, but still I am fearful about my death. Prapannam, I take refuge in you, sir, because you have known the secret of life beyond. And Paripahi, please help me. So, please help me to cross this ocean of unknown and unknowable truth, which material science cannot give, which any machine, telescope, microscope or anything cannot give me the touch of that reality. Can you teach me that transcendental reality? Who will be the teacher? Not each one and every one. Teacher will be Shratriyo, Abrijino, Akama, Hato, Brahma Vituttama. That person who has known that absolute truth in its depth. He has experienced in every pore of his being. Ramakrishna said, have you seen God? Was the question. Ramakrishna said, I have seen God more tangibly, I see you here. And he used to say, God can be realized in every pore of the body. Every pore you will have thrill of infinite joy. In the Upanishad it says, the joy is limitless joy. You can attain that joy in this life, but you have to take the real course. If you want to get a degree in physics, you cannot go to biology lab. You have to take the tools of the physics lab and the physics theory and physics procedures. So in spiritual life, you have to follow the spiritual tools. What are the tools? Tools, you are honest, you are sincere, you are seeker of truth. You are tired with all the achievements in life. Even the greatest achievement or the awards, all you have achieved. You see that it is futile, it is going to, with my death it will go. So you want something which is beyond all this. So you have to go to collect some tools and go to a teacher. Who is a teacher? Who knows what he is teaching. I can read 20 books and say, my words will be a scholarly talk. It has nothing to do with it. It is Shankara says, it is like pleasure of your intellect. To enjoy, it is a fun, you are enjoying your intellectual joy. But intellectual joy comes and intellectual joy goes away. People becoming victim of Alzheimer. What happens? Your all knowledge, where does it go? They cannot remember anything. So don't trust on intellectual knowledge. Don't trust on your emotional nature. Don't trust your ego. You are a big guy today. How many big guys came in the world? How many Nobel laureates this year? Who can tell me? Name how many? You may be in your own field, you can say one or two names. We don't care. So no one cares for a Nobel laureate, and we think that we have achieved this and that. I'm a big guy. That's okay, big guy. That's the manifestation of your glory. But there is further manifestation. Go ahead. Ramakrishna told a story. He said that, there is a woodcutter. And the woodcutter used to cut wood from the nearby area, forest. And it is firewood. So he has to work a lot and cut trees and carry all these things and sell in the market and maintain his family. So one holy man one day told him, hey, go forward. But he didn't got to his understanding. So he waited. Suddenly one day he thought that, oh, the holy man told me to go forward. So let me go forward. So in the forest he went deep into the forest and found to his surprise there is sandalwood forest. Wow! So he started cutting that sandalwood and become rich within few months. He became the richest person. And it was going on very well. Then he said, the holy man didn't say you go to the sandalwood forest. Go forward. So then he went forward and to his surprise he found, what he found? He found a gold mine and silver mine and all this mine and infinite treasure of wisdom or material benefit. So he said in spiritual life, Guru, go to a teacher who himself is pure, 100% pure in character. 1 point. He knows the scriptures and don't know, he can separate out what is the right thing to be taken from the scriptures. Every religion is talking about the scriptures. My scripture is Upanishad, that is correct. My scripture is Bible, boom, that is to be taken and you go to heaven, otherwise hell. I am a Muslim. This is my text, Quran. You have to follow it, otherwise you go to hell, or I can help you to go to hell. So anyway, so this is the type of thing. No, that is not the point. You go to a teacher who has no motivation. Only motivation, only what is his motive? He wants that you will be free from bondage and suffering. You will realize your own freedom, eternal freedom, which is free from all dualities and this pain and sufferings and anxieties and worries of life, to go beyond that. So he goes to the teacher who is pure in heart, who is the knower of the truth, who is not buffeted by the petty desires of life, and he is calm and serene, and he is full of love and compassion to help us who are struggling in the journey of life. So you go there and then you ask, but the question should be, a student should put a question. To what question? Shankara says, Katham tarayam bhavashindu metat. The student should not go to a teacher to ask, hey, how can I make my investment better? You go to the investors. Don't go to spiritual teachers. They will guide you wrongly because that is not their field. Huh? Oh, he is a holy man, he will know everything. No, don't go there. It is for spiritual thing you go there. You ask the teacher, Katham tarayam bhavashindu metat. This ocean of this world and worldliness, this duality in which I am crying and weeping, suffering and little pain and little joy, little suffering, little more pain, little joy. Little joy, more pain, more suffering. This is the way I am going through. So I don't want to be here. Katham tarayam, how shall I cross this ocean of birth and death? Bhavashindu metat kava gutir me. What will be my ultimate goal? Where shall I reach? Katamostu payo. What is the means? How can I reach that I can make a road to that end? Jani no kinchit. You don't go to a teacher and say, hey, what do you teach me? It is not like that. Spiritual lesson, you have to bow down your head. You have to say, I do not know, sir, please could you help me? How do you feel? You are all, some teachers are here. If some students say, hey, teach me this. They say, Baba, you know. You already know. What shall I teach you? All this teaching should be, the teacher should be little, if you keep this water to pour into some other container, so you have to keep this water a little high. And then receiving container should be a little below. It says, hey, pour me water. You can do it by separate process, but normal process is that you pour. Then you can receive it. So that is the teacher will say, and he say, please help me. I do not know anything. Janena kinchit kripaya avamang Prabhu, please protect me and please remove my sufferings of this mortal life. so that I can know that I am not limited. I don't die with the death of the body. With the loss of this money or health or my emotional loss, I don't lose anything. It's my mind, it's my body, it's my car, it's my computer. Your computer, throw away. You don't die. The computer is gone. So that is the idea. Please teach me. So then the teacher will be very pleased to have such a student. Then he will say, wow, what a good student you are. You are really a glorious example in the society, that you are blessed, your family is blessed. You are asking this question to know that beyond all this duality which is eternal. And you want to get freed from this ignorance, this bondage of ignorance. And you want to be that infinite. You are so limited. And you want now to be infinite. Bodily we are finite. Do you want to know that? Okay, come. But the teacher is telling that but you have to work hard. In Vedanta there is no shortcut. In America, people want a quick fix. And in India also. Why not? So that's why one lady, she used to come to my normal Vedanta classes. So she's an American lady. I live in Hollywood. And most of our devotees are Westerners. So, and she got inspired and she wants something. She wants the total liberation. So, she wants samadhi. You all know what is samadhi nowadays. That you get absorbed totally in the divine. That's the goal of life. So, she, someday I didn't find her in the class. I inquired, why is that lady, I didn't see her. Then some of her friends said, oh, she has gone for a retreat. What retreat? A retreat for samadhi. And what is the price? $5,000 is the charge. And then 21 days you have to get that training and then you get to samadhi. Oh my God, I could have gone there. I have the money, of course. But I would have done the samadhi. I am trying 50 years, no? And she $5,000 can give you 21 days. My God. So I was very interested to know really what happens. That poor lady collected $5,000 and went for 21 days, stayed in a motel or hotel, I do not know. And she has to fly. All these expenses, I do not know, maybe 8,000, 10,000, I do not know, whatever. And she spent and then exhausted her whole pocket, probably. And then you have to take leave from your job for 21 days. See, sincerity is there. I want this. But get deluded. You are not. And then after that, I inquired long back. After that, I didn't see her anymore. Then I inquired again, what is happening to that lady? And I got to know that she got frustrated and she is not going to any religious group anymore because she was cheated. What is that cheated? They say after 21 days, then samadhi didn't come. Then they said, what's the matter? They said, you are not fit. Only to know that I am not fit, you have to get such money and spend such a way. Here, that's the real teacher. They want only our liberation. They don't want anything from us. That is the real service to your teacher, spiritual teacher called Guru. But fraud gurus will be there, or money-making gurus will be there. There's nothing wrong. I am not criticizing them. That is their way. Let them do. But the point our scripture says, no. You go to a teacher who knows the truth, who is saturated with that knowledge, who does not have any worldly ambition to get money from you, or name and fame and power and position, because you are such a big guy. My name will be big. No other impression. Only they want to remove the suffering from the heart of others. So that type of teacher, and the teacher will say, my child, that if your father has a big loan, your son can repay it. Your father, so son can repay that. But Bandhamochana kartatu sasmadanna nakaschana. That's why no one comes to our Vedanta. Because we talk this straight cut thing. There is no monetary business. There is no quick fix business. We say you have to work hard to know the truth. You have to find out the reality within you. Your work. You everyday think, who are you? Everyday think who you see in the world. This behind the body mind, what is the spiritual energy? What is the spiritual energy behind this one? So you have to practice all these disciplines and explore like a scientist and go on and on. And Mastakam Nastubharane, suppose I am carrying a huge load up on my head. So Dukkha Manna Nivardhati. You may be very compassionate and you can take my load and carry. But Shuhadi Krita Dukkhantu, suppose you are hungry. You are hungry. If I eat, your hunger will be not satiated. So similarly, your hunger for spiritual life, this quest to reach the infinite, will not be satisfied if someone does it. So this teacher then gives them instruction. And what are the instruction? Think that you are Atman. You are the source of all bliss. In you is that truth that is hidden. And your mind, you have to explore through the pure mind, purify the mind. Mind is blocking the inner light not to come out. So clean the mind, purify the mind, remove the clouds layer by layer, by spiritual practice, by prayer, by meditation, by analytical way, by doing whatever else you can take the means, and see, and when you can really clean it, suddenly one day you will find that brilliant reality which was inside revealed in a moment. That is the crowning glory of human birth. And then you will be saying like that, this water cannot quench me, fire cannot burn me, sword cannot cut me. I am that endless, birthless, deathless, endless reality. I am that, I am that. And that we start at the beginning. Sometimes we start praying to God in the heaven, praying to God here. Whatever process it can take, matters little, to reach that state of freedom. That's Christ reached that freedom. Look at that. At the point of crucifixion, His blessing. Lord bless them, they do not know what they do. Who can do? If a pin pricks here, I will be crying and jumping. So much is my body identity. So much is my hatred. You do something wrong to me, I will not forget it for 20 years. And I will tell, now on the 9th of December in 1990, you said this to me. Do you know what did you do? See, this is our mind. And here is the person who is crucifying, and he says, blessed, bless them. Oh Lord, bless them. No? So that is the power, indomitable power. Death cannot reach there. Fire cannot burn there. So this is the truth, and that is human personality can reach that. That is the glory of human birth. Thank you. So I end here, but if you have some questions, I will be glad to respond to some questions.
Thank you very much. You said a lot of beautiful things, and I'm wondering if I can give you an example where you can bring all these pieces together in a hypothetical example. So if there is a young woman in Hollywood, she is impregnated out of a violent event, carries a child, and then we use these external science tools, and she further finds out that the child is most likely going to be very disabled. Will be disabled all her life or have all kinds of trouble. That's a prediction, right or wrong. If this young lady now comes to you and says, this is the prediction, this is what happened, you the spiritual guru, what should I do? Should I treat this as a weed and restart? Or should I consider sanctity of life and say, I need to see this through one way or another, nurture it, and so on and so forth? What would you tell this young girl?
It's a very difficult question. It's a very personal question. It is a hard choice. She will have to decide what she wants. But we will say that why the baby is disabled, and if the baby is born, as a mother, will you take care of it or not? Yes, you have accepted that baby. Now you cannot just escape. I will say, as an honest person, whatever, it is your responsibility to take care of the child and serve the child, baby, as God. God has come in the form of your baby to take love from you, to extract your pure, innocent love. Because crippled child cannot give you anything in return. So God is coming. If you have the spirit, do that. If you have not the spirit, it is your call to decide. These are all personal decisions. And we will have to be first honest, sincere, loving, caring and dedicated. Without spiritual life is useless. Character is the very first point, that we should be most pure, most perfect in our character and in our day-to-day love for others and feeling for others and sympathy for others. This is a very emotional thing. I cannot just from outside cannot tell anything what she should be instructed. But I would say it is your call. You please decide. If you feel this is a burden you don't want to take, I cannot say anything. But as a human being, many people take care of the disabled children. Even you are a doctor, you are an engineer, you are something. You take care of some disabled child. You feel that I am doing a good job. So if that is your call, you can do that. If you have a higher value than I have given, God permeates in everyone's heart, God resides in everyone's heart. And God has come as your own disabled child, serve, nurture, and feel fulfilled that by this you are getting spiritual benefit of not expecting any return but serving only. So I think that is my anything.